Hey guys, Itachi 2201, and I'm bringing you another PBR battle. Now this battle is the most epic battle with Combusken ever that I might have gotten on camera, because the most epic battle of Combusken off camera was one where he swept an entire team of Ubers, but we're not going to go too much into that. So this team, I actually like the opponent's team because, well, I just like it. So, he has an abnormal large amount of fighting weakness. But anyway, I have started out with Sensei, a Combusken, Lili, the Politoed, then I have in the back, stored up, Happytimez, the Togekiss, and my new Dugtrio called Try Me the Dugtrio. Freaking awesome name because it makes sense and it is awesome. So we're at the Lagoon Coliseum, one I don't happen to mind. And he starts out with a Lopunny and a Vaporeon, and I start out with Sensei and Politoed, as I said before. So, right here, I just went for the Protect, just to see if they would start out with Fake Out on Combusken. But it's kind of surprising what this Lopunny actually does. And with Politoed, I just decided to go for an Icy Wind, just to be sure that when I speed up Combusken, that he'll undoubtedly be faster than any other guy. So, cutting out the long wait time, Combusken protects himself. Lopunny uses Thunder Wave, first turn on Politoed. Maybe they felt it necessary to put her to be slower, but my Lumberry cures it, and I go straight for the Icy Wind. And I get a useless critical on Vaporeon, because that wasn't doing anything to it anyway. So they're both slowed down by the shards of ice that fly through the wind that Politoed produced, and Vaporeon goes for a Hydro Pump, so they obviously knew what they were doing. So now I figure, okay, Combusken's only getting attacked once. So I go again for another I go for an Agility with Combusken, and I apparently got a little bit of lag on my side. And I go for a Hydro Pump with Politoed on Lopunny, because I figured maybe Lopunny would actually attack Politoed or try to paralyze it again. So Politoed goes for the Hydro Pump, almost does, drops it down to half. I use Agility. Combusken's now at insane speeds. He can pretty much outspeed anything at this state. Vaporeon goes for Hydro Pump, knocks me down in my Focus Sash, which I needed it to do. And Lopunny used Mirror Coat, which actually surprised me, because I wonder if they knew I was just going straight for Lopunny with a heavy hitter. But oh well. So now, you should all remember this from the very beginning of my intro. I go for Reversal on Vaporeon because 1 HP, and with Politoed, probably the only Politoed that'll ever have this, I have Helping Hand on my Politoed, and just for bulky Helping Hander, besides Togekiss. So I use Helping Hand with Politoed to help out Combusken. So Helping Hand does that little clapping thing. And here we go. And here comes Sensei with Reversal. And one-shots the Vaporeon. So that is Bow to your Sensei to the extremes. Beating down a water type was probably the highlight of this match. Lopunny goes for Charm, so that automatically shows me it has no attacking moves, because if I was them, I would just straight up and attack Combusken. But I guess that was okay too. And the next guy they send out is Tyranitar. So now Combusken's pretty much dead after this turn. So there's no point in switching. So with Combusken, I should have predicted a switch, but I didn't know to who, because I figured they'd switch in like Lucario or something. So I just went for a Reversal on Tyranitar. And then, with Politoed, I just go for another Helping Hand. Just because, well, whatever is going to come out, because I know they're not going to keep Tyranitar in. It's going to get clocked pretty hard, even with an attack drop. But so, as I said, they did switch out into a Scizor, which I thought, oh great, this is freaking fantastic. He's just gonna spam Bullet Punch all over the place. So I do get the Reversal off, yet again. And It does over half, which is pretty freaking good. And then they have to be complete jerks and use Thunder Wave. Like, oh my goodness, really? It's not like the, I don't know, the Sandstorm was gonna kill me or anything. As is, they just had to throw a little salt in the wounds right there by not attacking. So that automatically shows that Lopunny had no attacking moves. I don't know what its fourth move is. I got the pass, but I don't know what the move was, because I haven't checked it. So I decided on throwing out Try Me the Dugtrio, my female Dugtrio, which is freaking awesome. Out comes Dugtrio, and now here's my Dugtrio set. Dugtrio has reversal on it as well, which catches a lot of people off guard. I already know that. So I go for Earthquake, figuring it doesn't matter. Politoed will be dead either way through the Sandstorm and that, and I don't think he could be too much useful after this, or she. So I just decided to use a Helping Hand with Earthquake, so I figure I can wipe out Scizor and Lopunny at once. But to my surprise, Helping Hand goes off, because, you know, Helping Hand and Follow Me are first priority. Scizor did not have Bullet Punch. So Earthquake goes off and kills basically everyone but Dugtrio, because Dugtrio is just that awesome. So down goes everyone. I'm sorry, Lili. I did not mean to kill you, but it had to be done. And Scizor is dead through to the combined efforts of Combusken and Dugtrio, Sensei and Try Me. So Sandstorm is still going, but don't matter, because Dugtrio is a ground type, and now I send out Happytimez and Togekiss, and they send out the last guy, which again was Tyranitar. So Happytimez the Togekiss, freaking great. So now with a flying type, plus a ground type, with Earthquake, you know what's coming up next. Just gonna spam Earthquake. And you remember my Togekiss, my para flinching, helping handing Togekiss. The only thing that can really wall this thing is a really special defensive rock type and or really special defensive steel type. So basically Jirachi, and I don't know any special defensive rock types. So yeah. So out goes Earthquake. And to my surprise, Tyranitar did not die. That must mean it had EVs in health or defense. So anyways, they go with Crunch, knocks Dugtrio down to her Focus Sash, which I know I got 2 Focus Sashes, but it doesn't matter. These Combusken and Try Me definitely need their Focus Sashes whenever I don't have Gardevoir in the battles, because with Gardevoir they're pretty much going to survive anything, and at least once if it's not double teamed or critical. So then I go for reversal because, you know, I can. And Togekiss I figured wouldn't have anything to do, so I just went for Helping Hand again. So out goes Helping Hand. Togekiss has no hands, but that's okay, because for some reason it floats above its face. And this is where I felt bad. Reversal goes off and gets a critical hit. So 4 times effective plus Helping Hand plus a critical hit. That Tyranitar was getting demolished unless it had a choice, not a choice band, focus band. So yeah, there goes the battle. And after that, throwing salt in the wounds at the end, I felt kinda bad. So this dude definitely deserved my pass. So yeah, guys, comment, rate, subscribe. It's